Hi, crafty friends. Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm playing along with several other creators for Simple Stories Saturday. And this is where we all get together using some of our Simple Stories favorite products and we create a layout. So let's go ahead and jump in. I have chosen to scrapbook 3 photos from a recent vacation we had this summer, and I have the Simple Stories Simple Vintage Woodlands collection. I have the entire collector's essential kit. So we've got some little bits and pieces here. I've got the sticker sheet. I've got the pattern papers. I've got lots and lots of items. But let me first show you my photos. So I have 3 photos. And these were from when we went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee this summer. Unfortunately, my daughter had a broken arm, so she's in a sling. But I just love the colors, we're out in nature hiking, and it was so fun. And so I definitely want to document these photos, and I thought this collection was perfect. Now I really want to draw out the greens in the photo, so I've picked these 2 pattern papers that are going to be my main papers that I use on today's layout. I'm going to go over to my Cricut and I'm going to cut out some circles for the layout. I'm going to cut out 9 circles of each pattern. So I went ahead and did that off camera, and now I want to slice these circles in half, being careful to turn this tree pattern around so that I don't have trees upside down on my layout. So I'm going to glue these on here. I have a piece of white cardstock that I've trimmed down to 11 by 11. And I went ahead and distressed the edges of that. And then I will go in and distress the edges of all these circles once I get them adhered together. So I want to have 9 of these. And I want these circles to kind of be going different directions. So some of them kind of wonky. And I don't want any of them just alike. So I'm going to kind of place these here and get a feel for how I want these circles to be on the layout. I have chosen another pattern paper from the collection to be my background, and it has like that like wood paper. It's like a brown. So here we go. I've got these all laid out. Nothing is glued down. I've got my 9 circles on here, and what I want to do is I want to take a pencil and I want to trace around 3 of these, and this is where my photo is going to go, and that's so I can adhere some mixed media to the background. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to 3 of these. Then I'm going to pick up these circles and I'm going to set these to the side, and I'm going to bring in some paints because I want to do some inking and some painting. So let me set these aside. I'm going to pull out my vintage photo distress oxide ink, and I've got one of those domed sponge daubers here. Now for some reason when you ink blend on camera it looks really splotchy, but in person I promise you it looks really, really pretty. So I'm going to continue putting this vintage photo ink around all 3 circles, and then I'm going to bring in some shimmers paints to kind of go over top of this because I don't want it to look so matchy and I really want this to kind of look like dirt. Because we were hiking, and in the photo of Tatum and Dale, which I don't know what she was laughing about. I love that photo. I mean, I caught her mid-laugh, and it's so cute. But you can see we were on like a dirt trail, and so I want to kind of mimic the dirt. I am using the edge distressing tool here, and I'm also going around all the edges of this white cardstock, and that is just to give that a little color. Now, my white cardstock, I buy in bulk on Amazon, and I think it's like 500 sheets. It's 12 by 18, and then I cut it down to 12 by 12 or whatever size I need. It's very sturdy. I'm going to leave that linked below, as well as any products that I use today. And I always appreciate when you shop my links, as I do earn a small commission at no extra charge to you. All right, so now I've got my shimmers paints, and I'm using this is called Hot Fudge, and it's a Vibes. Now I want to mention I am also on the Shimmers Paints design team. So if you ever place an order on the Shimmers Paints website, you can add my name, Melissa Minor, to the notes section of your order, and Shimmers will send you a free paint. And you can add my name to every order you place, and each time you will earn another free paint. All right, so I did also apply some splatters. And so I've got the background here. It looks a little dark. It's not completely dry. So it looks a little dark. It will dry back a lot lighter. But I'm going to go ahead and start gluing down these circles. I'm using some liquid tacky glue. Now, anytime you have mixed media on the background, I do recommend adding some liquid glue. If you use a tape runner, it's not going to adhere. So I was pulling out some of these circles, just laying them out to make sure I've got my spacing okay. And now I'm using this edge distressing tool. Now there's many edge distressing tools that you might have, but I like this one that I picked up on Amazon and it is so good. Actually, it came in a 2-pack. And so I leave it right here on my desk. I believe it's like normally meant for some kind of sewing. Anyway, all right, so I've got all of those edges distressed, and now I've got all 9 circles adhered to my background. And now I can start bringing in my photos, and we're gonna get this layout all dressed up. All right, so I'm gonna adhere this to the back. Now, a lot of times I will gut it, but I didn't think that I would use this paper. The back of it, it has a really pretty design with a fox, but you know, I'd be cutting that off. So I thought, okay, well, I'll just go ahead and use the whole page. All right, so we've got that glued down. So let's bring back in the photos now. And I want to kind of make them a little bit wonky, and they're going to go in the places where I added that mixed media. And you see how it kind of just gives it a backdrop to place my photo. All right, so I think that I want the one with Tatum and Dale in the upper right because she's kind of looking in. So I wanted to kind of face into the layout, not looking off the page. And then I think Dale and I is nice for the center. And then I'll put Tatum just by herself at the bottom. Now I have to say she is not a fan of these photos because she was not happy with being on vacation in a cast. But you know, it couldn't have really, it couldn't have happened at a better time if you can even say that, because she had injured herself at a softball tournament, and it was the last tournament of the year, and she had her cast, and we went on vacation like the next week, and then her cast came off right before summer ball started, or not summer ball, school ball started. So she's fine now. But it was definitely a challenge. It was really hot in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, in the Smoky Mountains. It was really, really hot. So bless her heart for being such a good sport and having that sling on and a cast and just being all hot. All right, I did pull out some of the tags in the collection, and I didn't want anything too bright. So this one, I am using one that is like a wood grain. And then for the center there, I've got like kind of that burnt orangey color. And I wanted to draw that into the layout because there is some of that like burnt orange color around the edges of my paper. Like that background paper has a little bit. So I thought that was pretty to draw that in. And then I've got this one here, and it's more just like a beige color, and it kind of matches my paint, but I didn't want them too bold. All right, so you'll notice here that I did go ahead and adhere the photo to the tag, and now I'm going to glue that down to the layout. I'm not adding any foam dimension here. I will bring in some foam on some other pieces of ephemera, but right now I don't think I need any foam. Off camera, I did go in and use my chomper tool. Let's see, I guess it's not called a chomper tool. It's from We Are Memory Keepers, and it has like where you punch the holes, or when you used to do eyelets, it punches those holes. So I like to use that to punch the holes in my tags. All right, so I thought it might be kind of fun to make a title that says, "Let's go out in," and then nature, because that's the stickers on here. So what you see me doing is I have a powder tool, and that's a tool that I purchased, and that what it does is it removes the stick off of my stickers so that I can move them around like die cuts, because there's nothing worse than sticking something down and then realizing that's not exactly what you wanted. So I'm using that powder tool and just rubbing it onto each of my stickers, and then that way it takes the stick off and I can move them around, and in case I change my mind, I can lift them back up. All right, now comes the really fun part where I go through all of the gorgeous ephemera. Some of these are really, really big, which I was surprised because this is the first time that I've gotten this kit out. I really like the big pieces of ephemera. In fact, they would be really good for cards. But I'm going to lean towards more of the smaller elements. So I've got a little mushroom, and then I've got some flowers and leaves. I really wanted this leaf to work, but it's not going to make it onto the layout. It's just too gigantic. I think it's too overpowering. I like this butterfly, but again, it's not going to make it onto the layout. So I'm just going to quickly flip through these, and I have sped this up because, as you can imagine, I took quite a while looking through these pieces of ephemera just to find the right ones for the layout. So I audition several onto the page, and then I finally make up my mind and what I think looks pleasing to the eye. So I really like that flower at the top, but I just don't think that a flower is the right thing. I mean, we're out in nature, and yes, there were some flowers, but mainly it was trees and leaves and maybe some mushrooms. I don't think there were mushrooms, but there could have been. But it looks more naturey, I think, to have the mushroom. So I really like that mushroom there on the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and just kind of position these and tuck the ephemera behind where I have those words. And then eventually I'll go in with some foam, and the let's go out in and then nature, I will pop that up on some foam tape. I really wanted that flower to work, but it didn't work. So here we go. I paused the camera and I fiddled around with some of the ephemera, and I landed on like this orangey flower and a little white flower at the bottom. Now I'm pulling in a couple of the stickers, and these are like the little tabs. And so I kind of wanted a tab to go with each of the photos. I put one in the middle photo there at first because it matched the tag. Then I found another one for the top one that matched that tag, so I put that down. But then when I get to the bottom one, there wasn't one to match this tag. I go to stick this down, and I don't really like it. So I'm going to lift it back up, and I tore my page a little bit. So I am going to have to find a sticker or something. And in hindsight, I probably could have just put a sequin there and would have been fine. But I'm going to go ahead and add a heart. And since I added one heart to the layout, I'm going to have to go and add a few more hearts around the page just to kind of make that all cohesive. So I'm going to add one heart to each of the clusters. So I've got like the burnt orange color at the bottom, I've got the tan one at the top, and then the green one there in the center. I'm looking through the sticker sheet to see if there's anything else that I want to add, and I land on these words. So I have my title as Let's Go Out in Nature, and then I'm adding these little word strips, happy, wild and free. I'll pull in one that says together, and then the last one will say relax and enjoy. So, oh my gosh, I absolutely love the way this turned out. And I do want to mention that I used a sketch from Tracy Reed Designs, tracyreed.com, TRD Sketchy Sunday number 25. That was my inspiration for this layout design. So I do think that you need to give credit where credit is due, and I loved her sketch, and it ended up working beautifully on this layout. Now I'm taking a few sequins, and these are some gold sequins. I believe they're from Pink and Main. I have every color of the Pink and Main sequin, so I always try to pull these out. The hardest thing though is I feel like there's a right side up for these. So I'm going through and I'm flipping them over. I'm using my little pickup tool here from scrapbook.com, and I'm just gluing these around the page. So that is going to wrap up today's layout. I hope you've enjoyed this process video. If you have, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. Don't forget, I'll have shopping links listed down below if you're interested in any of the products that you've seen today. And also, this is a YouTube hop. So be sure to check out the playlist that I've linked down below so that you can see what others have created for Simple Stories Saturday. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!